That's a big green lizard. Wait, Mr. Echo. Well, today I'm gonna fill you guys in on the mouse problem. Once again, I'm dealing with mice, not in the trailer, but in the truck. You saw a couple videos ago how I captured the mouse in this trap. Let's check it right now. Okay, this is good. I'm really glad that it's empty. Let's take a walk and I'll tell you what's been going on. Come on, Echo. Five times I've captured a mouse. 5 or maybe 6. I think it's 5 times now. So for any of you guys that are new here, the dogs and I live on the road full time, traveling around in our rig back there. That's where we live. We're full-time nomads. And so we deal with maybe problems that maybe you're not used to. Living in your houses and your apartments, and you got running water and as much electricity as you want. And probably no mice problems. So when I have to deal with these things, I'm learning as we go. We've been doing this like almost 5 years now, but there's still a lot to learn. And so when I tell you my mouse story right now, I think that'll make a lot of sense that, I'm not a pest control expert. But let me tell you, dealing with 5 captured mice, I'm getting better at it. And that blue trap that you saw, click the link down in the description below. Come on, Dodger. I took Dodger for a mile hike yesterday. Maybe almost 2 miles. Yeah, actually. Oh yeah, we went pretty far yesterday. I've been really trying to use his body while he's still able to use it himself. He's got one bum leg, and that's why he's got the brace on there, if you don't know. There's a link to that down in the description below. That helps us out if you click those links. You don't have to even buy anything. Just clicking on those links helps us. And it'll take you to the Amazon page where you can get his brace or that mouse trap, which I gotta say, I'm not an expert at catching mice, but I'm getting close. That blue trap, it works really, really well. The only problem I'm having with it is resetting it after you've captured a mouse or two in there, because what happens is the mice leave droppings in there. And if I had an easier way to clean it out, like with pressurized water, like with a hose or something like that, then I think that would make it a little bit easier to use, because the thing gets so filthy, like it gets mouse pee and poo all over it. And I'm really particular, like I don't like to touch it. I try to touch it with just 2 fingers, and I use a stick to reset the trap. But the mouse poo kind of clogs up the trapping mechanism, or the lever in there. It's a live trap. It doesn't kill the mice. So let me tell you what's happened with the mice. Now, it could be just one mouse, because what happens is you catch a mouse and then you got to let it go. And it's kind of annoying, because I have to check it regularly, because if you don't check it regularly enough, the mouse will just expire in the trap, you know, because of stress or because it gets too hot or too cold, or it doesn't get water in there. So when you're trying to capture a live mouse, it's kind of like adopting a little pet temporarily. So just setting that trap up, I have to go out there every hour or two. I go out there and check it. And then of course when I'm asleep, you know, I'm not checking it then, but I'm thinking about it. Like last night I thought, oh, I should go out and check it. It's really cold out there. If that mouse is in there, he's going to be freezing. Come on, Dodge. It takes a few minutes for Dodger to get warmed up. And then he can hike pretty good, actually. Hiking on these roads is the best thing for him because it's not too rocky. It's not too uneven, you know. He can hike him pretty good. I took him for 3 miles the other day. You know, he's 18 years old. So I'm not going to have him much longer, you know. That's the reality of having dogs, and man, I hate to think about that. I was watching my Nomadic Dream, his channel. Check out his YouTube channel. He does basically the same kind of stuff that we do, traveling around, living out of his, he's got a travel trailer. But his dog just passed away, and I watched his video, and it made me think a lot. And he, you know, I got to say, like, he's brave for putting that on YouTube, that video. He explains the whole story. And I don't think that's something I'm going to be able to do. Or it might not even be something that I want to do. But what I do want to do right now is show you guys that he's 18 years old and we can still hike around. And I'm trying to do that as much as possible while he's still able to do it. He enjoys it. He does get tired at a certain point. So I got to remember to get to that halfway point and realize, like, oh, we got to walk all the way back. So I don't want him to get too exhausted. He's just waiting back there smelling something. And I can't let him get too far away because he can't see me very well or hear me. You know, I used to be able to just call him with a whistle. Now I have to do this big waving motion. That's why you see me doing this. And if I get close enough and in his line of sight, there he comes. So I already have 2 dogs as my pets. And then worrying about this mouse that I'm trying to capture. And it's like, you know, I hate the mouse. It's in my truck. It's dangerous to be in the truck. Because, I mean, it can destroy, it'll chew wires and stuff. There's already chew marks in there. You know, that's kind of typical being a nomad. Like, you're going to get chew marks in your rig. I've been keeping the engine bay really clean. And I've also been spraying the peppermint spray in there. Now, the truth is I switched spray brands, or it's a peppermint extract. I switched the brand. And also, I ran out for a while. For like a week, I think I didn't spray in there. But I haven't seen any dropping since I started doing that spray, which has been almost a year, maybe, something like that. But I started seeing droppings. So, oh, Echo just saw a squirrel. Oh, he's going to go after it. There's nothing I can do to call him back from a squirrel. The danger is, you guys know, it's the elk, antelope, deer, that kind of thing, because they'll just run and he'll chase them forever. That's why he has the tracker on. Click the link in the description for his tracker. That's the best dog product you can get as a nomad for peace of mind. It's interesting. He's sitting there at the base. He's not really freaking out. Are you being a good dog, Echo? Echo, come. Yeah. Pretty good. You just got to the base of the tree and then you just sat there. That's good, I like that. So last year I did have a problem with mice, and I bought a live trap and I couldn't catch anything with it. So then I bought the kill traps, you know, the regular snap traps. That worked instantly. It caught 2 mice. Then I set the traps up again and didn't catch anything after that. This blue trap that I got now, so I trap a mouse and then I hike it away. And you know, it's like late at night or early in the morning. And it's like, oh crap, I have to grab this trap now and go hike it somewhere. And you saw me do that. And then later that night, boom, I catch another mouse. And I start wondering, is that the same mouse? You know, I didn't hike it that far away. You know, not a full mile, probably like maybe a quarter mile away. And I'm just thinking like, it's a little mouse. There's no way it's going to find its way back. But I'm like, that mouse looks really familiar. And so now what I did is I hiked the next mouse that I caught. I hiked it away even further. Almost a mile. Yeah, almost a mile. And I'm trying to kind of go in a weird way away from camp, thinking like, oh, there's no way he could find his way back. So I keep hiking each mouse I find to a different location. And I'm thinking, they really do look similar. So I don't know if it's the same mouse. And I was thinking, should I could mark it with like a Sharpie, something like that. Or clip a little piece of its hair off. So if it comes back, then I'll know it's the same one. The colorations were the same. I was like, well, the size looks maybe a little different. So every day I was catching a mouse. I think a couple days I caught 2 at different times of the day. And it seems like at nighttime is when they're mostly getting into the trap. Dodger. Dodger, come. Now here's another doggy device. This is from Random Spirit. She sent us this. And I've been using it a lot, actually. It's pretty convenient. It does add bulk to my pack, which I guess right now is the only thing that I don't like about it. Here, Dodge. Come on. Water? There you go. So what I did with the mice situation, once I realized I think it might be the same mouse coming back, or at least every night I'm catching one, and I wasn't spraying at that point. So what I did now is I made the spray really, really strong. Usually I put 20 drops in this little bottle. This time I put 30 or 40 drops in this bottle, and I sprayed the whole inside of the engine bay except directly around the trap. So now I'm testing the spray to see if the spray deters the mice, because consistently I'm catching a mouse. And so now for 2 nights in a row, I have not caught anything in the trap. And I sprayed every day. This really strong version of the spray. I really can't reiterate enough how catching the mice alive is really annoying. I feel really good though when I do let the mouse go, because it just hops away, it looks all happy. And I'm like, oh good, you know. I'm providing more snake food. I even thought about, oh, maybe I should take this mouse to the snake pit and let that rattlesnake eat it. But I didn't do that. I didn't want to go back into the snake pit is why. Just the idea that it's hopping all the way back to my truck. I don't know if that's the case. Like, I don't know if it's the same mouse or not. But going out in the middle of the night, right before bed, because I'm thinking I don't want to wake up to a dead mouse, you know, that was tortured all night. So right before bed, I go out and check the trap, and I'm just like, please don't be a mouse in there. Please don't be a mouse in there. And a few times there was. So then I have to take that nasty trap with the mouse in it, touch it with 2 fingers. A couple times I put it in a plastic bag. And then I got to put on my boots, get some lights, and go hike as far away as I'm willing to at that time of the night, and then let it go and then hike back to camp so I can go to bed.